is about Florida, a state of mind, a state of frolic, a state of profit, a state of tension. Here we have a full color ad for Western Electric, manufacturing and supply unit of the Bell system, showing these big spools of wire from Western Electric's Point Breeze Works in Baltimore, Maryland, into a drawing of a new neighborhood being thought up. And here we have an ad for Bufferin. Why trade your headache for an upset stomach? Bufferin gives twice as fast pain relief without upset stomach. World's first never such fine jeweled watches at this low price of $19.95. Elgin watches. Look at these 50s clothes of a woman bowling. Look at these guys' pants. While he plays golf. That's a lot of fabric in those pants. And then here we have an ad for the RCA Victor Popular Album Club. Choose from these 50 albums, any 5 for only $3.98. And so they have pictures of 50 different popular albums of the time. And it's sort of like the Columbia House CD Club. And then you just circle the number of which record you want. And we have the table of contents. And over here we have an ad for Dutch Masters cigars. But they're advertising how you can use the boxes for your children's toys. This is a really beautiful ad. Best 100-watt bulb ever. Smaller, no bigger than a 60. New, smaller GE 100-watt bulbs fit where 100 watts wouldn't go before. And you can see over here that a regular 100-watt bulb is a lot taller than the new GE 100-watt soft white because they can make the filament smaller. When public power wins, you lose. America's independent electric light and power companies. And here's a beautiful color ad for Chrysler. Look at this beautiful car. It even has fins. Wow. And the white wall tires. It's so long. That's a really cool car. And look at her beautiful pink suit. So chic. Lion-hearted Chrysler, setting the pace in style. And look at this gorgeous 2-page color ad for Coke. Oh, isn't that just beautiful? They have a rowboat on the lake with the cherry blossoms. And of course, Coke in the rowboat. And they have their Coke cooler while they're fishing. And you can even have a Coke while you try on ridiculous hats. Coca-Cola, the pause that refreshes. See America pauses for springtime on CBS TV, March 30th. What a beautiful ad. And another full color ad for L&M filter cigarettes. And we have an ad for Canada's Atlantic provinces, family vacation land. Oh, it's only 572 miles from New York. You fill out the coupon for your free complete travel information. And you just send a letter to the Canadian government. Just that simple, and they will send you information. Misha. And here's an ad for Zenith televisions. The quality goes in before the name goes on. You don't get up if it's a Zenith. Just change channels, even adjust volume from your easy chair. Original and exclusive Space Command remote control television tuning. Has no wires, no cords, no batteries. And look at this little remote control. And you see him holding it in the picture. It has 4 switches you operate with your thumb. The first button turns the set on and off, adjusts the volume at 3 different levels. Wow. And a 2-page ad for Warner's underwear. They hug Curb's best. Do so much more per gal. $2 to $3.95. New and young from Warner's. How I used Murine to soothe my eyes and so relax tension. And Fogarty, famous designer and fashion authority. Murine for your eyes. Letters to the editor. We have some small ads. Like Dr. Scholl's corn pads. Confused about smoking. So they're not trying to get you to stop smoking, they're just telling you to smoke the Robert Burns cigarillos. Santa Fe Super Chief is ad for the railroad. Daily between Chicago and Los Angeles. Another beautiful color ad for Betty Crocker's Gold Medal flour. Gold Medal, the flour of the wheat, makes a flour of a treat. And then here's a recipe for Betty Crocker's Buttermilk Puffs, a new party version of old-fashioned donuts. And here is Betty Crocker herself. Your car makes any map a magic circle. I don't really understand what they're advertising here. They seem to be, I guess, just sort of maps published by the Ethel Corporation, which made gasoline. It was the lead in gasoline. There was still lead in the gas back then. And now we have come to the feature article from the cover, Expanding Florida. Sunshine, food, and fun brings 7 million visitors a year to Florida. Of these, 150,000 remain. And they have this cute cartoon map that is a little hard for you to see. It's a whole bunch of people crammed into the shape of the state of Florida. And this isn't a rocket for space flight that they're showing here. They're testing missiles like the Atlas at Cape Canaveral is the state's biggest new industry. And here we have some giraffes at a tourist attraction called Africa USA outside Boca Raton. Here's a dog on top of his owner at the pool. And this is in Miami Beach. I guess that's a cheesecake with strawberries on it. These giraffes are so cute. Palm Beach. Look at this opulent house. It's the apartment of painter Channing Hare. It is rich but never gaudy. Look at this this old Rolls Royce. And this was talking about the segregation of beaches in the South. And here we have a Campbell's tomato soup ad. Beautiful full color. Quick, delicious, thrifty too. Campbell's soups are good for you. Have you had your soup today? And here we have this beautiful Oldsmobile. Would you look at that? Look at those fins. It was very popular at the time to make cars look like rocket ships. This is an Oldsmobile 98 Holiday Sports Sedan. And this is the Super 88 Holiday Scenic Coupe. Look at the front of that car. Wow. Gorgeous. Cars had so much style back then. Florida's upbeat teenagers. And here's a girl on a trapeze. Here's a young man with a clown painted on his back. Boating on Florida's Suwannee. These trees covered in Spanish moss. The Modern American Man, best dressed by Dan River, The Fabric of American Life. Plaid was very popular in the 50s and the 60s. Some more pictures of them enjoying the water. And here's a photo spread about somebody's pet monkey. Seagram's imported Canadian, known by the company it keeps. Pontiac, America's #1 road car. We've got some more fabulous cars. Wow. These are really beautiful too. Look at this station wagon. The Pontiac Safari. These are gorgeous cars. Personal attention to quality is the secret of giving the customer a car he will enjoy. And sadly, Pontiac is no more. Florida philosophy, it's never too late to be young. And here's a General Electric headlight ad. Get new GE Suburban headlamps with the built-in spotlight effect in the low beam, especially designed for all cars with 2 headlamps. See better in spite of the other cars' lights. Color ad for Pall Mall cigarettes. Outstanding, and they are mild. Canadian Club whiskey. It's Leap or Your Life in the South American bull ring. Bedrooms in Living Color by Bassett. Imagine you can pick the color and finish you love. And here's some example bedrooms. These look like the bedroom on the Dick Van Dyke Show. Bassett, world's largest manufacturer of wood furniture. Quick as a wink, we're talking to Grandma. Bell telephone system. And here's an this big blue Plymouth station wagon, and this morning it brought home the groceries. And Kraft Cracker Barrel cheese. I didn't know that they had this back then. For your most cherished cheese recipes, this great old-time cheddar Cracker Barrel brand, the finest of natural cheddar by Kraft. And here there's a recipe for shrimp rabbit. Guaranteed Fruit of the Loom underwear. And you can see that there is no cornucopia in the Fruit of the Loom logo in 1959. Successful young men, for good reason, choose Paul Jones, the quality of a high-price whiskey at a low price. News photographers love Paul Jones whiskey, apparently. Scientific Clearasil medication starves pimples, shrinks hemorrhoids. Not the Clearasil, right? This substance is now available in suppository or ointment form under the name Preparation H. Ask for it at all drug counters. Money back guarantee. Magic clip-on lighting fixtures. Interesting. Kellogg's Special K cereal. More than a flake or a puff, a wonderfully delicious new way to get your protein. It's interesting that they were advertising this as protein, and say they were already advertising it as sort of a diet cereal. High fashion for small girls. That's a really creepy ad. The Passover feast. Very nice full color pictures. Hanging desks, wall-hung furniture is a boon to space savers. Lawn Boy, for the long run, get a Lawn Boy. It pays you back in performance. New Lawn Boy Quiet Flight. It whispers while it works. Yes, you can just take a nap right over the lawnmower. It's totally quiet. I think there's a little false advertising going on here. Photo quiz. This seems like something my dad would like to do. You're supposed to guess the hood ornament, match it up with the model of car, like a Ford 1950. Find which one that is. Or a Chevrolet 1948. The answers are on page 95. And Four Roses. That's still around. Powerhouse of Vitamin C, a full color ad for Florida orange juice. Fresh frozen orange juice from Florida. Your body can't store it. You need it every day. Mickey Mountain loves orange juice. Wow. Somebody cut something out of this baseball article, I see. The Braves are rich in pitchers. And here's an ad for Western Union telegrams. On every happy occasion, a telegram says it best. This is very 60s looking already. It's very fashion forward. And here's an ad for Chesterfields. See, manly men smoke Chesterfields. '59 Ford's world's most beautifully proportioned cars. Wow, so long. It just keeps going. Ford Country Squire. And then this is the Ford Galaxy Club Victoria Thunderbird styling in a 6-passenger 2-door hardtop. Article about Russia. Watch something beautiful happen when you use Vertigreen, Armor Vertigreen plant food. And Dolly Madison cakes. You have a Dolly Madison coconut cake. Why bake when you can take a fresh Dolly Madison cake right from your grocer's shelf? And try these individual pastries, perfect lunchbox desserts. Fleischmann's whiskey. That's a very large bottle. And here's an article about the artist Paul Cézanne. His painting Still Life with Apples. Beautiful. Cool cigarettes. America's most refreshing cigarette. Because they have menthol in them. Switch from hots to cool. And here's the little humor section of the magazine. How the West Was Won. Thrill to life's great new pictorial series of the real Old West from 1804 to 1904. So they want you to go ahead and subscribe to Life magazine because they're getting ready to do a long series on the West. Send me Life for the next 37 weeks and bill me at only $4.97. A drive will bring out the difference great engineering makes. Plymouth, Dodge, DeSoto, Chrysler, Imperial. I lost 25 pounds in 30 days without dieting. Okay, Eloise. Because she took Regimen tablets, which were probably some type of stimulant. Irritated skin driving you crazy. Get soothing relief with Ammon's medicated powder. And then we have some more small ads like these for Cat's Paw heels from the shoe repair shops. And a small ad for Tums. Heartburn, keep your tummy under Tums control. And here's a half-page ad for Scotch brand tape. Yes, just put a piece of tape over the electrical socket to protect your baby. That's totally fine. For women only, spring cleaning, a sweeping survey. Okay. People try it and they like it. Carling Black Label beer. For people who watch TV but love doing things more, good reading is the most rewarding doing of all. Look magazine. Well, it's what we're already reading. Step up to better living with this medallion. You can live better electrically now, assure higher resale value for your home tomorrow. Look for homes which display the medallion. This symbol, a 3-inch metal casting, is awarded by your electric utility to identify any home, which meets proper electrical standards covering appliances, lighting, heating, and wiring. Interesting. Detectives at work. That's a great photo. Some more detective on the job photos. It's 24 tools in one. And then an ad for Roto-Rooter. And Ontario, where every vacation is an adventure. More detective pictures. The closer you shave, the more you need. Noxzema Instant Shaving Lather. It's medicated. Well, what's it medicated with? And more detective work. What makes a detective? Well, that guy certainly looks like a detective, doesn't he? And on the back inside cover, we have Calvert Reserve Whiskey. With a sculpture of a glove holding a shot glass. And then on the back cover, we have Winston cigarettes. It's what's up front that counts. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should, was their slogan. Well, thank you for flipping through this magazine with